Hello, everybody. It's Pastor Darrell from The Quest in Galesburg, Illinois. I want to thank you once again for stopping by with me for just a few moments. I want to share with you a very simple message. I received a message earlier today on my Facebook in a private message. Somebody telling me that they had listened to several of my messages, been reading things I'd posted, and they said they'd like to be saved, but it's just all so confusing to them. And I want to address that person directly. First of all, please don't take this as my being condescending at all. It's not meant that way. But I want to tell you, it's not complicated. It's not difficult to understand. Basically, the simplicity of the gospel message is found in this. Number one, we all need a Savior. I need a Savior. You need a Savior. We all need a Savior. Number two, we can't save ourselves. What I'm saying is no matter how hard you try, how good you try to become, how many good works you do, those things will never save you. I need a Savior. I can't do it myself. But here's the good news. Jesus has already done it for us. The simplicity of the gospel is understanding I need a Savior. I can't do it, but salvation is already done, and all I have to do is receive it. I've shared this many, many times, but allow me to share it one more time. That many, many years ago, when I was pastoring in Danville, Illinois, I did an illustration with my youth on a Friday night. I had, 35, 40 young people there, and I had them sitting in the sanctuary. We were having a fun night, but I always incorporated a brief message. Anyway, I laid out, I had prepared ahead of time, and I brought a $5 bill for each one of them. And I laid out on a table, row after row, I think there's 4 or 5 rows covering that table of $5 bills. And I told them, I said, I'm going to be speaking to you for the next 10 minutes. I said, while I'm speaking to you, if you want a $5 bill, come up and get one. I told them, there's one for each one of you here. While I was speaking, they kind of played games. They'd stand up and they would act like they were going to come get it, but they'd sit back down. And it was usually the guys doing those things. And finally, one young girl, it was probably the youngest girl in the group, came up and grabbed one of those $5 bills, and she went and sat back down. And I didn't say anything. I just kept on talking, and pretty soon another one. And if I remember correctly, there was 4, maybe 5 people that picked up a $5 bill. And at the conclusion of my message that day, I stopped and I started picking up all the $5 bills. And one of the boys who had acted like he was going to come get one said, wait a minute, aren't you going to get your money back? And I said, I just did. And they said, well, what about what they have? And I said, it belongs to them. And they all started to say, wait a minute, what are you talking about? And I said, I told you, anybody who wanted a $5 bill could come get one, but you had to do it while I was talking. Well, I'll want it now. And I'm like, no, it's too late. And I stopped for a minute and I told him, I said, this is the plan of salvation in Jesus Christ. He has given a free gift to each and every one of us. But you have to accept it. You have to, the only action on your part is to accept it and reach out in faith and take it. I said, these people, each by faith in what I said, took the $5 bill. And others were saying, but I want one now. And I said, it's too late. And I said, it's going to be the same way in our belief with God, in our salvation. There is a time period. That period is now. Today is the day of salvation. If you want that free gift, you have to reach out and take it by faith. Understand, it's not your good works. It's not your good behavior. It's not the color of your skin. It's none of those factors. It is simply, do you believe Jesus when he said that he laid down his life willingly and rose from the grave, and that anybody who would believe on him, put their trust in him, shall be saved? It's that simple. To my friend who messaged me, to anybody else listening, salvation is that simple. Simply receive the gift that he has given to you. And by all means, do it now before it's too late. I hope this helps somebody today. God bless you. Come back and see me again at The Quest.